Previously on Destiny.
It's happening again. The whirlwind.
Eros.
Don't worry. The great machine will never abandon anyone again. It's leaving. The Traveler is leaving. The Warsats.
Aramis, please do not do this. If you care at all for our people, if there is anything left in your heart, make it known your pain. Anna, it's time.
For Reese. Goodbye, Red. Anna, look. Why? Why does it not flee?
Because it has nowhere else to run.
Welcome back, Guardians. My name is Samlab, and today we'll be discussing the Season of the Seraph final mission. So if you haven't watched it, or even played through the mission, I suggest that you do. So, let's get into this. The mission kicks off with a heavy tone, really. It's a sad moment because we lose Rasputin, but the question is, did we really lose him? Here's what I mean. For the sake of most characters in Destiny, they've always had a second chance. There's always been an aspect of redemption. Even Crow was given the opportunity to become a Guardian, and that's because the Traveler saw something in him. So could the same case be made for Rasputin? After all, the Dark Future lawbook does give us a Rasputin that's fully mobile, walking around towards the end. So perhaps there's an opportunity for the Traveler to revive Rasputin. But whether that be the case, it is sad. For me personally, Rasputin has been a character that has been so close to heart, I can't even tell you. When I played through the mission and endured the end cutscene, I burst into tears, and for 5 minutes I wept, I sobbed, as the character I'd grown up with for the last 6 years, I guess, had gone. That was the end. We worked so hard to bring the Warmind back to full functionality, and now he's nowhere to be seen. But what does it mean? Rasputin sacrificed himself. He knew that the only way to protect humanity was to let go of the very thing that he had been given, and by so doing, was able to protect humanity. So it would stand to reason that he's fulfilled virtues that the Traveller usually uses to deem certain entities worthy of restoration and rehabilitation. But I guess we'll find out soon. So what does the future spell for us? It's quite a mixture. Let's discuss Neomuna. We know that now Nefeli Stronghold is, well, the location of Neomuna City. And not just that, there's been references to the name Vale. Now, for those of you who have played Destiny 2 for a long time, this is an area of lore which I'm not as sharp on. There are other lore masters who probably know a little bit more than I do, but from what I can piece together, the Vale have always been perceived to be something important or an object of importance. But we know now that it's intrinsically linked to the Traveller. The question is, in what way? Is it for the light or for the dark? Or perhaps neither. But whatever the case may be, it's clear then that there is a greater mystery here. What we do know is that the Traveller is the gardener. We know that Bungie has described the Witness as the voice in the darkness. But we've never really been told what the darkness truly is. So could the deep, and we know that there is a season of the deep, be what the Veil is? Or is the Veil perhaps a veiled entity which is truly what the Traveller is, and the Traveller is simply a proxy, a tool used to channel the light, much like Guardians are able to wield the light in all its various forms? So who is the Witness? It's a great question. We knew the Witness before referenced as the Watcher, but it didn't really make sense even then. As far back as the Presage ship exotic mission, I always thought that it was a little odd that flavor text would refer to the Witness as the Watcher. So it would stand to reason that there's perhaps more cosmic entities than just the light and the dark. And I know this to be true, because if you've ever read the Book of Unveiling, you will know that the dark describes the role of the light and dark as it's their assigned role, or position, if you prefer, meaning that they fall within a hierarchy of order. And if that's the case, we really are nowhere near to the true end game of Destiny. And I'm not entirely sure that the final shape is the end of the saga for light and dark, at least in this shape or form. I think wherever we head to next will be the true mystery. Also, Xivu Arath's forces have withdrawn, strangely so, because really there was no reason for her to run away, even without the Warsats. So what's changed? It's going to be interesting over the next couple of days or even weeks to see how things play out. Maybe we'll see pyramids move in on Earth more. Finally, let's talk about the future. We don't know what's in store, but we do know there are certain lore entries that paint a somewhat clear picture of perhaps what we can expect to see. We know that a second collapse is on its way. We also know that there have been visions of a wayfaring colony of ships in space, long after what we can assume is a collapse where all kinds of ships are jumbled together of Fallen and Cabal and even human origin, dropping in from hyperspace, and then accelerating onwards, leaving those unable to make the next jump behind. So, here we are, Guardians, at the precipice of a new dawn. One thing is clear: every cycle repeats itself. Every season has a beginning, and every season has an end. And much could be said about these two forms of light, both light and dark, daytime and nighttime. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens next. For now, that's all I have for you. Hopefully you have enjoyed watching and listening to this video. If you did, be sure to comment below and give this video a like. Consider subscribing and click that bell notification to find out when my next video goes live. And if you'd like to support the channel, then consider buying me a coffee, because every little helps. Remember that no matter what you're facing at this moment in time, you can do all things. Stay safe and Godspeed.